Have you ever wished you could be unshakable? To walk through life untouched by criticism, rejection, betrayal, or loss? Have you dreamed of a day when that silent ache inside finally fades, the pain that lingers even when you smile and pretend everything is fine? Maybe you're exhausted from trying to please everyone, from holding up an image of strength while all you really wanted was a moment to rest, to stop being untouchable for just a second.
Welcome to PsychCore.
Here's something perhaps no one has dared to tell you. The more you try to avoid pain, the more it controls you. The more you hide, numb yourself, and protect your heart, the more you remain a hostage to every word, every action, every silence that wounds you. And this isn't weakness, it's reality. The difference is that some people have simply learned to pretend better. Carl Jung, one of the greatest minds in psychology, once said, "We are not what happens to us, but what we choose to become." And this is where the key lies. True strength isn't about shutting yourself off from the world. It's not about being cold, indifferent, or untouchable. It's about integrating, bringing everything that affects you in the dark into the light. Strength is not the absence of pain. It's the awareness of who you are, even when you are bleeding. If you've made it this far, this video is for you. For the person tired of hurting themselves for everyone else. For the one who feels emotionally vulnerable, as if other people hold a power over them that they don't understand. I want to show you that it doesn't have to be this way. But to do so, you need to face truths that may hurt. And perhaps, for the first time, this pain will set you free. You might believe that what hurts you is out there. In the words of others, the betrayals, the abandonments, the unexpected losses. But the truth is brutal. None of it can hurt you unless there's already a wound inside. What hurts you is not what happens to you. It's what these experiences awaken within. It's the story you tell yourself. The trauma you never faced, the emptiness you hide with pride, with strength, with the desperate need to seem fine. Jung taught us that pain in the face of the world is only a reflection of what hasn't been integrated within. That's why some people walk through devastating loss and remain composed, while others crumble at a careless comment. It's not what happens, it's where it hits you. And here's a hard truth. You still suffer so much because you believe you can control the world. You're trying to be strong enough, smart enough, understanding enough, good enough, thinking it will protect you. But control is an illusion. If you want to stop suffering, the first step is to stop protecting yourself from suffering. What you need is awareness, not more control. The moment you realize that nothing outside has power over you unless it resonates within, you begin to reclaim your freedom. The battlefield isn't out there. It's in the unconscious, in the part of you you can't see, don't understand, and haven't mastered. That's where the real transformation begins. The biggest lie you've been told is that you're in control of your life. You're not. At least not if you keep living on autopilot, reacting without understanding why. Feeling without knowing the source, making decisions you later sabotage. Jung warned, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. That's what's happening now. The anger that erupts without warning, the sadness that invades, the anxieties you can't explain, all messages from parts of you that have been ignored, repressed, or forgotten. This dark territory Jung called the unconscious. It's not vague or passive, it's alive, actively shaping your thoughts, feelings, and actions. That's why certain words destroy you while others barely register. They touch points you've never confronted. You've been pushing them under the rug, and now you keep tripping over them. You cannot change what you do not accept. Condemnation doesn't free you, it binds you. You've spent a lifetime judging yourself, silencing yourself, repressing feelings, thinking it would solve something. But ignoring the unconscious doesn't erase it. It finds dangerous ways to surface. Toxic relationships, repeated patterns of self-sabotage, sudden anxieties. This is not bad luck. It's your unconscious trying to wake you up. But if you continue sleeping, you remain a puppet to your emotions. The way out isn't defense, it's integration. Being unshakable isn't resistance, it's deep knowledge. True strength comes not from armor, but from acceptance, from facing your pain and embracing it. It's not about avoiding suffering. It's about knowing yourself fully, including every fear, every wound, every flaw. Most people think avoiding pain means closing off. Walls, masks, emotional armor. Nothing affects me, they say. But inside, they're bleeding. The real problem isn't feeling. It's not understanding what you feel and why. You can master theories, techniques, self-help methods, but when it comes to the soul, Jung said, be just another human soul. The soul you've been hiding behind your strong, controlled character is screaming to be seen. Emotional strength isn't coldness. It's not ignoring pain or avoiding conflict. It's integration. Bringing to light what you've buried in the dark. You become untouchable, not by building barriers, but by embracing what's inside. Shadows, fears, insecurities, all integrated, all acknowledged. Then, no external event can dismantle you. You are no longer an emotional puppet. That's freedom. Jung called this process individuation, becoming who you truly are, not what others expect, not what you thought you needed to be loved, admired, or accepted. True individuation is about integration, not perfection. You don't need to be better, you need to be whole. The harder you run from pain, the more it chases you. The more you try to avoid being affected, the more fragile you become. But when you confront your wounds, when you accept yourself fully, beauty, flaws, shame, greatness, no outside force can break you. This requires courage. Courage to look within, abandon the masks, feel deeply. Pain paradoxically becomes the gateway to transformation. Since childhood, you've been taught to fear suffering, to see emotion as weakness. So you ran, denied, fled. But avoidance doesn't erase pain, it transforms it. It becomes anxiety, anger, apathy, self-destructive impulses. Ignored, it digs tunnels inside you until everything collapses. Jung saw suffering differently. He called it the messenger of the soul, the alarm of the unconscious. Depression, he said, is like a lady in black. Invite her, offer her a coffee, listen. But most ignore her, distract themselves, numb themselves. And that's why pain persists. Suffering hurts because there's still conflict inside. A part of you wants growth, a part wants stasis. Your ego resists, trying to suffocate the call for transformation. Pain is born in this friction. Change hurts, growth hurts, letting go hurts, cutting toxic ties hurts, allowing what no longer serves you to die hurts. And yet, it's in this space of ruin that something new is born. When all your layers crumble, you see who you are without masks, without performance, without protection. Then suffering becomes sacred. It brings you to your knees before the only thing that can truly free you, yourself. Few have the courage to start this journey of individuation. Fewer still to complete it. It's uncomfortable, brutal, ego-shattering, but it's the path to becoming unshakable. Individuation requires unlearning who you thought you were. Achievements, traumas, the image you built to survive. It's all illusion. You survive, yes, but surviving is not living. Individuation is life's call beyond survival. This is how you become untouchable. Not because nothing affects you, but because you face the fire within. You've met your monsters, stared into shame, neediness, anger, and said, I see you. You do not control me. Internal clarity, lucidity in the face of your darkness, gives you strength independent of approval, recognition, or control. You no longer need everyone's love. You no longer need to win every argument. You no longer need to appear strong. You know who you are, and no one can take it from you. True emotional armor isn't a shell, it's a core. Integration of all your parts into a center of consciousness unshaken by storms. Pain may touch you, but it cannot break you. You may feel hurt, but you do not lose yourself. You live from the depths, not the surface. This depth comes with loneliness, not because you are alone, but because few can accompany you. Most are still on the surface, in masks, afraid of feeling. Distancing yourself is not rejection, it's maturation. The final truth. Consciousness is the shield. Not strength, not armor, but clarity. Nothing outside can touch you once you are fully awake. Awakening isn't a moment, it's a daily choice. Looking within even when it hurts, taking responsibility for your feelings, without blaming the past, others, or fate. Jung said, "What you resist persists. What you accept transforms." You've spent your life resisting fear, emptiness, loneliness, the ache of not being seen, hiding, silencing yourself, controlling, perfecting, being strong. And now? Now you know true emotional immunity isn't hardness, it's awareness. Understanding your triggers, your wounds, your patterns. The world may try to knock you down, but nothing finds a target anymore. What shields you is not avoidance, it is diving into life fully. Surface dwellers get hit by waves. Those who dive know the silence, the stability, the power below. That's where you're headed, living from integration, presence, acceptance, feeling but not drowning, suffering but not losing yourself. This is freedom. This is transformation. If this video touched something inside you, comment below. I choose awareness. Start a movement. No more surviving behind masks. Live with truth. Keep going. Real transformation begins when you don't stop at the first step. The journey continues and you are ready. This is PsychCore, helping you face the shadows to awaken your true strength.